there really is no point to this video. So you can stick around if you want. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna ramble on. So there is no direction, there is no motive for this. So stick around if you want. There's been a lot of things going on in the world recently, politically, in the business world, in the music industry, a few various things that I'm unfortunately a part of and interested in. I guess I'll start with the music business. Everyone thought that, because of COVID and lockdowns and half of the world being completely isolated, that things were going to slow down or they were going to see a major decline and stuff. And music dropping, touring, performances, albums, stuff of that nature. But overall, the music industry, the record labels, artists, that stuff is going strong and arguably stronger than ever before. We just seen Rolling Loud's virtual concert. A lot of artists, a lot of big artists were a part of that. And it was I didn't really like the delivery of it, but and not even Rolling Loud. I mean, a lot of other big major venues took that distribution of content, the online streaming. Let's look at what was his name? Travis Scott. Their concert had 10 million people in it. So it was really cool to see how they've evolved within people being in a lockdown and not being able to get large crowds. And hopefully during this summer, once the people in the government get to their senses, they're gonna know that once people get vaccinated, once people start getting outside, the combination of COVID numbers going down, it being precisely approximately 0.4% of a seriousness causing an effect to you right now. Adding that factor, then if you add 1.5 million people getting vaccinated a single day, I think it's a day now. Once you add those two things, warm weather, we're gonna go back to normal. It's gonna be pretty damn akin to 2019. So looking forward to that. Politically, we just became very ignorant, and it's prevalent how historically ignorant people are nowadays. You're seeing a lot of polarization on social media. Everything's racist. Everything is offensive. You can't be truthful with anyone anymore. You can't step outside of those politically correct boundaries, and it's just sick. It's appalling. It's stupid. It's almost a finger pointing. Each one of us, we have a responsibility to learn, to educate ourselves, and to not partake in that mess, because it's really damaging. It's really parasitic to let your mind erode in such a way where you can only see terrible things in people, and you direct big complex issues, and you just narrow it down to one thing. It's like, this is all because of racism, or all the suffering in the world is because of this one particular people. And that's how that type of ideology starts racism. That's how that starts white supremacy. That's how that starts all this polarization, when you take a big ass problem and you channel it and you funnel it into precisely one thing. That's something I learned from Jordan Peterson watching one of his videos, and that actually makes sense, because if you just look at what's happening right now, even the things in Texas, and I'm praying for the people in Texas that just had a major cold snap. A lot of people in Texans were out of power, out of heat. They couldn't do the normal things that they're supposed to be doing. We found a way to politicize that. Everything, man. It's crazy how politicized we've become. And it comes down to making large-scale issues. Large-scale issues is as big and complex as solar and power and energy and fucking fossil fuels and all that shit. And they make that political. It's like, no, this is racist, this is white supremacy, this is this, this is that. I think half of it is people's inability people don't have the comprehension skills to actually look at things pragmatically and to make concise decisions. People don't have the mental capacity to do that. And so they take that and they encapsulate their inability, and they have to go towards an ideology. They have to go towards something that's easy, like, oh, well, let's just blame this really important thing on these people, because it's buying them time, it's distracting everyone, it's buying them time to actually make a real decision. And you see that a lot. And maybe none of that made sense, but it'll definitely make sense if you continue to watch the left and the right just completely obliterate each other. What else do I want to talk about? I've been trying to build, I don't know if any of you know, I have a failed record label, Harder Music Entertainment, and a failed social media agency, Viva Media Group. I've been really trying to grow the agency because that is my source of income, and because the label doesn't make shit. Yeah, I'm really trying to, for you guys that don't know, a social media agency is basically an agency that takes a brand's social media, whether that be they sell clothes or they sell cookies or they sell any type of products, and you try to market those things to the actual consumers. And you try to do that in a creative way that can drive them business results, that can drive them brand awareness, that can increase their retention, their customer retention, or whatever their KPI is. That's what an agency, kind of the middleman within that ecosystem. So that's what I'm trying to build, reaching out to people, emailing, I'm fucking on my computer 24/7, reaching out, outreaching. The entrepreneurial life is very lonely, as you can see in the bags of my eyes. It's very lonely, but you gotta like it, and you have to be built for it. You have to be kind of, I won't say born, because I wasn't always entrepreneurial, but it's definitely a toll on you. So you have to be prepared for that. So I'm really trying to build that, and hopefully something will catch on. Putting out content like this, super important to get your brand out there, because if people don't know who you are, they don't care what you have to offer. As funny as that is true. What else is going on? I'm reading this book by Sigmund Freud. It's called The Interpretation of Dreams. Scientific literature on the interpretation of dreams. It's really fucking thick. I think it's a classic. Sigmund Freud, he was a fucking genius. He's the father of psychoanalytic theory. Reading a lot of stuff on him. That book is really, I mean, I won't say it's hard for most people, but I just started reading like 2 years ago. This is like the first book, actual physical copy book I'm fucking reading in my life. So you can go and drop the clap emoji down in the comments. But that's pretty much it. I turned 23 this year. Happy me. Life is still in shambles, but trying to get through it. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you're still watching this video, either A, you have no life, or B, you're really a fan of mine. So I appreciate it. And that's pretty much it. That's my little recap of what's been going on. I'll try to be posting more on YouTube. I'll try to be uploading more, but as I don't turn it into complete madness. But you guys been here for the longest time since when I started making content. I don't even know. It's been so long. If you're still here, I appreciate all the support, all the comments, the likes, the retweets. Twitter's been going crazy lately. Yeah, appreciate it all. And whatever you do, just don't allow yourself to be stupid. Like, seriously. It's too expensive to be stupid in 2021. I ended on that. See you.